Hey everybody, how's it going? So, really cool. This is going to be a race recap of a race that I've never run this course before. It was the Shoreline Half-Marathon out in Hamlin, New York, which is off Lake Ontario, which is really cool. This race, me running it, completes me running all of the half marathons in the local Rochester area. It was my ninth marathon. It was last Saturday, so that would have made it the, let's see, July 16th. And, you know, it's kind of funny. It was part of this whole Four Seasons challenge thing. Three halves followed by a full in the fall. And I kind of lucked out with this series when I registered for it because the first one is the Winter Warrior Challenge that I ran back in January. And that was supposed to be a super cold, icy, snowy race. And I lucked out the day of the race. It was like in the mid 40s, low 50s with no snow on the ground. And in contrast, this race last year and many other years was supposedly really hot and really humid. The course does not offer a lot of tree cover at all. That was definitely a concern of mine going into it, but I lucked out again. The heat and humidity have been crazy in Rochester leading up to this race, but that day we just got really lucky. It was low 60s and very low humidity. Couldn't ask for better weather. So that was kind of awesome. I kind of realized why I never did this race driving to it that morning. It's like 45 minutes away, so it's a little bit of a haul, but definitely not the farthest I've ever driven to do a marathon or a half marathon. Still within really good distance, that you could drive there before race morning. It was easy. What else about the race? It was put on by the local Fleet Feet store out here, and those guys, they've been doing this for, I think, like 12 years. They've been around, and man, they get it right every time. Just really well organized, great parking. They just really know what they're doing, and they do it very well. The course was marked very well. It ran around a lot of backcountry roads, which was kind of nice. You could see cornfields and wheat fields, and it was really cool. And at one point during the course, we ran by a old POW camp that was used in World War II to house German POWs. It's pretty darn cool. This race was a lot of firsts for me. Like I said, never ran this course before. That was a first. And also, I had the pleasure of pacing my good friend Melissa. This was her first half marathon, so it was kind of a big deal. And that was a really cool, very cool experience. So because I paced her, that was the furthest I've ever ran without any kind of music or podcast, which was kind of cool. We talked the entire time and made the miles just fly by. What else? It was the first time that anybody really has ever gone that far with me, other than my little guy when I used to push him in the running stroller. So that was kind of cool. We never ran together before, but we really seemed to kind of jive with our the way we ran, and it was just like we've been doing it forever. So that was really cool. She did great. She did really great. She had a little bit of a problem with her knee. I was a little worried because I've been fighting off like this hamstring glute thing, but that really didn't come into play too much. So I felt great after the race. She was tired. She was spent. She really worked hard. And it was really cool. Her family and friends met her after the race to see her finish. And it was just really nice to see all that support for her because she's worked really hard to get where she is. She had knee surgery just less than a year ago, and here she is. She ran her first half marathon. So, if you don't think you can do something, boy, I would point you in her direction because she is one determined person, and she is out to prove everybody wrong. What else about the race? It's part of they call it the Shoreline Multi-Sports Festival. And it's really cool because on Saturday they did the half, and then Sunday they did a try. And I thought to myself, wow, I'm not ready yet. But I really kind of want to dip my toe into that a little bit and try a try. And I thought, man, how cool would it be next year to do this, the half, and then follow up with the try? I thought that would be a really cool challenge. Really, really cool. But, we'll see. I don't know. I said, like right after I volunteered, registered for the Four Seasons Challenge that I wouldn't do it again. I gotta tell you, it's a really cool series. It makes the races very affordable, and I'm seriously pondering doing it again and registering right after the fall marathon because I want to do it again. I'm crazy. So ninth half marathon, my slowest half marathon, but that was because I paced Melissa. Nothing against her. There were points in the race that she ran what would be my normal easy pace. So, I think it's good if you are starting out in the world of distance running, whether you're doing a half or a full or an ultra, it's always good to just shoot for the goal of finishing the race. Forget about time goals. Forget about all that crazy stuff. Just get the race under your belt because it's a long distance to go. I think it takes a lot of work. I think that, and I was just talking to her today about this, I think it takes a good year or two of good, solid, consistent running, 20 to 30 miles a week to build up to where you can do a full or a half, It takes time for your body to get used to that. And I think she did great. So, no knock on her that it was my slowest marathon. What else? Oh, the medals. Very, very, very cool. Pretty darn cool medal. I like that very much. That's definitely one of my favorites. And then I got the third piece in the Four Seasons Challenge. All of the races included in the Four Seasons Challenge, they form one gigantic medal. And I got some clues during the race because I was talking to somebody who's run it before. After I finish the full in September, they will give me the fourth medal in a frame that they all fit into. So that was really cool. What else? Wrap it up. Another really cool thing. I met my friend Pamela, who I know through Facebook, and she's a runner and she did great that day. That was really cool to meet somebody. And I met a fellow streaker there, Mark. Very, very cool. That dude is over 1,000 days. And it was pretty darn neat, It's always nice to meet other people that you see on Facebook and meet them in person and see that they're real, and talk with them for a bit. What else? I saw a fellow coworker there, which was really cool. That's about it. I got to try out a new visor I bought, some new glasses. I bought a new hydration pack, a new Nathan hydration pack. Got to try that out there. All of it worked really, really well. Very happy with all that stuff. So 62 days until the Rochester Marathon. That's what's coming up for me. So a lot of good training until then. I kind of have a really serious score to settle with that goddamn race. That race killed me last year for a variety of reasons. And we're going to settle that damn score. And we're going to shoot for a PR. So I got 62 days, a little over 2 months to train to get ready for that. And I'm going to try and clean up my diet a little bit, get rid of those garbage calories and stuff. Not dieting, but getting rid of excess calories that, from bad stuff that I just should not be eating when I'm training. So that's all I got. Coming off vacation, pretty good vacation. Did a lot of running, did a lot of racing. It was a lot of fun. I hope all of you are doing great, and take care. I'll talk to you later. Bye.